Hi, it's good to be back again. I just wanted to share a bit of a conversation that I had in a sort of a classroom setting, and it was about people allowing other people to just be themselves. I thought about before I did this video, maybe I should put on some makeup and all that, but that's not really me. That's me decorated. So I just thought, you know what? Might as well see me how I am. But anyway, we were talking about people being themselves and others allowing them to be themselves and what's so hard about that. And as we were talking about that, I realized one thing that we don't do sometimes because we're so judgmental and we tend to judge people by what we see as an ideal, and of course, we're going to see ourselves as the ideal picture. But anyway, but what we think is ideal, what should be, what how they ought to act, how they ought to look, how they ought to dress, how they ought to speak, and all of that. And what I found is that we're all very different. We all come up extremely different. We all grew up in different places, different parents, different families, and many times different cultures. And so what we really need to do is to allow a person to be who they are. They cannot present to you the best of who they are if they have to pretend there's something else. You never get to know the best of that person when they have to stay pretending and acting like all is well, that they're some picture of perfection or something like that. Now there are people that I do admire, and I admire them based on what I've come to know about them, and I can only hope that it is a true picture of who they are. But I this is going to be really really short. I want to leave two words with you when it comes to judging a person overall, judging their personage. Allow, first of all, allow them to be themselves. How do you do that? You have to give them, number one, the grace, just like you have grace from others, in spite of, we don't always like everything someone else says or someone else do, but give them grace anyway, and give them space. Give them the space to continue to grow and to continue to become the better person that they've been created to be. You have to give them space. Everybody don't grow at the same time. Everybody's not the same age at the same time. You have tiny babies. You have the stage of toddler. You have the stage of preteen. You have the stage of teenage. You have the stage of your early adulthood. You have middle age. You have your late stage age and all of that. And in each stage, you learn so many things and you grow in so many areas in each one of those stages. Well, if we would allow people to actually grow, and give them the grace and the space to do it and just love them in spite of it. And if we are such a picture of perfection when it comes to what someone is supposed to look like or act like or be like, talk like, whatever, if we're such a perfect picture of that, considering we would have to be in order to judge someone else, then how about inspire them to become even more grown up in their activities and all of that? We're not going to grow the same. So we're still going to fall back to grace and space. It's kind of like not giving a person a chance to grow up and to mature. It's like telling a 3-year-old that they should know how to cook chicken or make whatever your favorite meal is. They should know how to do that. How come the only thing they can think of to do is instant oatmeal? The thing is you have to give that child grace and space to grow and to learn and to mature and to aspire as you inspire them to do so. So I want to leave those two words with you, grace and space, before you judge someone else by where they are, the stage that we've deemed the wrong stage for them to be in. How about give them grace and space and be an inspiration to them, inspire them instead of requiring them to do better. Have a good evening, morning, or afternoon, depending on where you are on the globe. But know that you and I can grow together. We'll just grow at different stages. I'll give you grace. You give me grace. I'll give you space. You give me space. See ya.